voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot.
I'm in 2 weeks. I'm done. You want to talk about regretting your vote?
I never thought I'd say that, but I regret my vote. I voted for Trump.
I voted for Trump, and I regret it now.
As a Hispanic, I voted for Donald J. Trump. Dude, I regret it so much, man.
I am regretting my vote for Donald Trump.
I voted for Donald Trump, and now I regret it.
A lot of people who were like me voted for Trump and have to account for that.
I regret voting for Trump.
So deeply regret my vote for Donald Trump.
I regret voting for Trump.
I was a dumbass, voted for Trump. It was the worst decision I ever made.
I've seen the light, and I got out of MAGA. A lot of us there have seen the light. We have deep regrets.
I feel guilty because I voted for Trump twice. I feel very guilty because I feel responsible. That's why he's still running.
I was with Trump for 9 straight years. I'm disappointed. I'm very disappointed in Trump right now.
A man who voted for Trump and donated $60,000 to his campaign now says he regrets it and he was lied to. Yes, this is Bruce Fenton, and he said, "I'm a Republican. I supported Trump. I raised money for him. I voted for him. I donated $60,000 to his campaign. Trump lied. He rug pulled us all. I didn't vote for Lindsey Graham / America Second policies." You can disagree with me if you want. It's your right to be fooled. But if you say I have TDS or am a liberal, you need a new argument. There are millions of conservatives and members of the now torched Broad Coalition just like me. The only ones left supporting him are MAGA always Trumpers who place the man above the policies and our country. And he actually did include a photo confirming that he donated $60,000 to a Trump PAC. His name is up there and everything connected to him. There are some people out there I genuinely feel for when they get duped by a politician who said they were going to do one thing, they did the opposite. This guy is not one of them. I mean, he went out of his way to support Donald Trump. He's in the business sector. He donated 60 grand that could have gone to a charity or something like that. And now he feels lied to. He feels rug pulled. If he wants to right his wrong and apologize to everybody in the United States and around the world, quite frankly, he can donate 60 grand to the Democrats, 60 grand to charity, and then vote blue.
Imagine being so broke, you got to crowdfund regret. Y'all remember when this woman put that big old Trump tattoo on her forehead? Y'all remember that, right? Now Miss Girl is online begging for money. Begging for money. Socialism. So she can get it removed. I thought this was the perfect case study in Trump supporters and what they look like in real time. No money and no backup plan, just lifelong devotion. She loves capitalism, but now she wants to use GoFundMe to help clean up the bad choices that she made on her own. That ain't rugged individualism. That is socialism with a ring light. Honestly, I think Erica Kirk need to step in. I really do. I think she should step in and offer to get this Trump tattoo removed from this woman's forehead, but then in exchange, offer her a Vance tattoo, but she got to get it on her lower back. Yup, so she got to choose. Either keep that big-ass Trump tattoo on her forehead or to keep Vance on her lower back as a reminder. Both of them are a bad decision. Either way, she earned it. So no, nobody should be giving her any money to clean up her own mess. Choices were made, girl. So now you need to choose wisely.
They believed, they voted, they denoted, but now many are asking a painful question: was it all worth it? Welcome to Truth Verdict. Today, we take a deep dive into a growing wave of regrets among some MAGA supporters, people who once stood firmly behind President Donald Trump, but now said they felt let down. Credit to the stitched video used in this documentary. Please relax, grab your copy as we break down the documentary.
Just listen to some of his biggest supporters, both then and now. Listen to what they have to say now.
I want to say, what is happening to the man that I supported, you supported?
And I will tell you right now, I do not recognize our president.
Look, I have not exactly found the correct words to communicate how I feel about President Donald Trump. I sort of ignore the topic of his existence altogether.
It just seems so insane based on what he ran on. I mean, this is why a lot of people feel betrayed, right?
You buried the Epstein files. There is no border wall. You didn't deliver on mass deportations. You cut corporate tax rates for the rich by cutting Medicaid again. No infrastructure bill, no middle class tax cuts. You got to refund the tariffs. And now we're in a regime change war with Iran. That's the breaking point. I'm out.
It's funny because they keep saying they don't recognize this man. This is not the president. Who else recognizes him exactly how he is? Who else is not surprised that any of this shit is happening? Who else wasn't really down to vote in a convicted felon as president? Who else has believed all the women, over 100, throughout the years? What pisses me off about these people is they will support and back and defend until he turns on you. But it's okay if he turns on everybody else and says the most disgusting things to women and admits to doing things to women and is dangerous, not that smart. Maybe it's not a great idea to put the host of The Apprentice in charge of the free world. But eventually all of them start to backpedal, they start fighting each other. It's crumbling for you guys. But you all are the biggest reasons why this man is in office and all of this shit is happening. You defended and platformed and got all of your followers and listeners to vote MAGA. All of you.
We have some big news right now. MAGA Republicans are turning against Donald Trump, and it looks as though MAGA is on the verge of a possible civil war over everything that's happening between the FBI and the Department of Justice and the Epstein files. MAGA is just not satisfied with what the Trump administration is doing and the narrative Donald Trump is pushing himself. You have some of Donald Trump's most loyal people on the internet saying now that he has turned his back on them, on essentially the cause, on MAGA, and it looks like it's only getting worse. He wants to move on, right? He wants to tell the world about Rosie O'Donnell and try to revoke her citizenship. He wants to distract his own base, seemingly, from the issues that they care about. And right now, they're very unhappy. And it looks as though it's only going to continue and it's only going to get worse if Trump does not do something fast, whether it's potentially firing Pam Bondi, removing the head of the FBI. Stay tuned.
Voted for President Trump.
Yes, sir.
Why did you vote for him?
Because I was an idiot. 80% of the evangelical Christian people were lied to, if you really want to know the truth, and that's exactly what happened. They said criminal, and I believe criminals need to be off the street.
I just want to make sure people watching this understand who you are.
My wife and I, when we don't work, we're ministers. We help the needy. That's what we do. Every American that's having trouble with this, I am sorry I voted for him. I regret it with all my heart. I feel like I've enabled this monster to destroy democracy, destroy everything that is good in this country.
We've got a very crazy man driving the train, and he's going to kill this country.
And Anthony, are you voting a straight up and down Democratic ticket?
I'm not only there, I am actually for the very first time contributing across the board, across the country. And I've never, ever written a check or spent any money on anything political because I'm afraid. I'm afraid.
I've been a lifelong Republican since the day I turned 18. For the first time in my life, I'm going to vote a straight Democratic ticket. As if they're connected to Donald Trump, they are not connected to me.
So you now are no longer a Republican.
I am not, no.
Because of Donald Trump?
Because of Donald Trump. It was no longer the party that I joined. It's morphed into something that's almost unrecognizable.
You were a lifelong Republican.
Right.
If somebody had told you, say 15 years ago, that you are preparing to vote a straight up and down Democratic ticket in the midterms, you would have said what to them?
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah. So why are you now doing it?
To see Republicans not stand up to him, and the ones that do are just quitting.
I just think there's no values left anymore. There should be values. We have no values. He doesn't have any values. I thought he had values.
No, I'm definitely voting Democrat. I've been knocking on doors. I got a clipboard.
You're even canvassing.
I am canvassing for a Democrat
That's
in
how
Wyoming.
strongly you feel.
I believe hardly anything the president says, but I do believe he's a danger to this country and to our democracy.
Oops. Almost like we weren't lying to you. But I'll say this, even though I will never forgive them for what they've done. And look, my forgiveness has no bearing on their life whatsoever. I'm glad to see that at least they are taking a proactive stance with this. Like, I fucked up. Now I need to put my boots on the ground and help make this better. And if you are any one of those people who is sorry for what you've done, if you're sitting back, staying quiet, While democracy falls, just remember this. We know who you are. We'll remember what you did. And if the last thing that you did was vote for this man, that's how you'll be remembered. Now, if you go out and you start campaigning for real candidates who care about the people and you take proactive steps to make a change, that's how you'll be remembered. Owning up to doing bad shit is really hard. Trust me, I know. But you'll get a hell of a lot more respect than the respect you have now, which is zero.
I regret my vote for Trump. I was told, I was lied to, I guess, that after he became president, women no longer were, I'm sorry, we were no longer gonna have to work. Like it's been 282 days and I still haven't gotten my 50s housewife uniform in the mail. Like, have you guys gotten yours? They aren't sending me to camps. I haven't even been deported yet. I'm a Black American citizen and they haven't even deported me yet. I am so done with this administration. Promises broken.
Bruce was all in, a loyal supporter who donated $60,000 of his hard-earned money to Trump's campaign. But today, his tone has changed. In a now wider post, Bruce said he regrets ever giving that money, calling it one of the worst decisions he made politically. What changed for Bruce? It wasn't just politics. It was expectation that never became reality. In another shocking case, a woman who was showed extreme loyalty by writing Trump on her forehead is now going viral for a very different reason. She's online asking for money to remove it. What was once a symbol of pride are now becoming a mark of reject. Across the country, some Latino and Spanish-speaking supporters are also speaking out. Many say they believe in promises, strong borders, economic growth, and fairness. But now, some feel these promises were never fully delivered. Instead, they point to policy they said hurt working class families while benefiting the wealthy. Critics, even former supporters, are raising tough questions. Tax cuts that they say favor the rich, the controversy surrounding the Epstein file, a border wall that remains incomplete, no large-scale deportation effort as promised, a tariff that increased the cost of everyday goods. For many, this issue add up to one word: disappointment. Even voices from the pulpits are changing. One pastor had publicly admitted he felt like a fool for supporting Trump. A powerful statement coming from someone who once encouraged others to believe. But this story isn't just about one man or one election. It's about truth. It's about expectation. And what happened when reality does not match the promise. Why many still strongly support Trump? These growing numbers of former supporters is raising questions that can't be ignored. Is this regret temporary or the beginning of larger shifts? Only time will tell. This documentary was created using Stitch's video content. Credit to all original creator features. If you find this insightful, like the video, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe to Truth Verdict for more deep dive into today's most controversial topic. Thanks.